so sunny today.
Merry Vlogmas day 12. I've come down and there is a lovely card from Lorianne and Larry. As you can probably see, our Christmas cards are in the back there, and we will be doing them soon. So yes. Aww. Oh, there's a letter. Wishing you quiet pleasures and gentle joys. Happy Christmas, Larry and Lorianne. So much Christmas. Love to your family. Oh, thank you so much. I'm really excited. Lorianne's going to be on that sewing blab next Tuesday, and featuring her trip around the UK. So if you guys don't follow that channel, you definitely should. It's very cool. Oh wow, I've got a lovely long letter, so I'm going to read that. And then I also wanted to show you this monster that's arrived from Montreux Fabrics. It is Mum's Christmas present, so I won't open it on camera because you'll have to wait till Christmas Day to see exactly what kind of coating I've bought her. But I'm going to open it and stroke it because it's very, very soft. Mum and Dad will be over in a bit so we can do some calendars, and I have my Make It So t-shirt on, and this is a Hortensia cardigan. I know somebody was asking in the comments the other day, and I've started, if you look in the description box of the videos, I've started doing a what I'm wearing, and then it will list to the pattern and the fabric if the fabric is still available, and also my necklace is generally always featured in there. So yeah, if you guys are interested to know the type of thing that I'm wearing on a particular day, then have a look in the description box. Somebody asked about Mum's dress, the scuba dress that she wore out on Dad's birthday. That's the 8972, and there is a sew along for that as well, which is actually up there, not up there. I'll get it right one day. It's not like I do this for a living. Anyway, I'm going to go and find them so we can do calendars. These chewing yesterday's torpedoes. They lasted longer than you anticipated.
They will be finished in a moment. What day are we on? 12. I'm out. I've just been called in.
For his daily dose?
No, I'm out feeding the birds, or cleaning up the bird feeders so I can refeed them. Well, looks promising. Salt's Tala. So I think it's extra salt. Looking at it. Yeah. And these aren't hats. They're they're lozenges, aren't they?
I would have said discs.
Discs.
Oh, it's got a little, it looks like pizza. It's got like, I don't know if you'll be able to see. There we go. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can just about see on that one. And it kind of looks like it's got little spokes on it.
Anyway, let me fight my way into the packet.
Mum's cheating and opening hers early, and it's another white one, so she's got an unhappy face on. You guys might get a repeat of the
It's like a little
wheel. Yeah.
I'm going to say an absolute first.
Oh, do you not like?
I'm underwhelmed by this one.
Oh, that's alright, you've got some torpedoes over there. Does your word of the day not count anymore?
No,
then?
well, underwhelmed is the day. I'm going to save that for tomorrow.
Is that from Jill? Because you said it was going to be Jill today. Yeah, Jill tomorrow.
I'm staggered.
There you go, 2 words of the day.
Do you want them?
No, I don't.
Oh. Do you want them?
Nope.
Oh.
Mum's researching on the back of hers what the ingredients are.
I'm heartbroken, actually.
Go and eat your torpedoes, you'll be fine.
All right. I'm going to go and do the birds.
Go and finish the birds, yes. Can you find what yours is?
No.
Okay. If it's got cocoa on it.
Good morning, Peeps.
Cremino, you've had one of these before.
Yeah.
It's not cocoa. Cocoa was the one with coconut in it.
Yeah.
It's
Antica Tossanicia Tremont.
Peeps.
Or something.
That's what the brand is, I think.
Oh. What is it?
I have got a word for mine.
Cremino. Oh, it's dark again.
Oh, it's dark.
It's another false advertising one. That's a happy face. As long as there's not got coconut in it.
No nuts in this one.
No, it looks smooth.
But it tastes nutty.
Oh, smoother praline.
Very nice.
Good.
Good.
Bye. No more blurts. They want another blurt.
No, I can do the bit.
Blurt. I think it's just the last one. She went. Blurt.
I have one word for mine.
What's that?
Medicinal.
Oh. That's actually the third word that you've used to describe yours, but okay. Right, and so for me, I've still got a coffee to come, which I'm not looking forward to, but I obviously don't have to drink it, and our gardener Vaughan loves coffee, so he can have it. Swell. Orange cinnamon. Orange cinnamon. I'm interested for that, because that kind of, yeah, orange cinnamon. It's going to be interesting. I will drink them. Okay, as I mentioned, I'm making a lot of this jacket up as I go along because there's bits and pieces that I wanted from both of the patterns, the lined and the unlined ones. So I'm going to have to finish this edge with bias binding, which is fine and what it says to do in the unlined version. This is very thick, however, so I'm actually wonder clipping it all in place so that I can hand baste it into place, and I'm going to then attempt to sew the bias binding on one side and I'm going to hand stitch it down to the other side. I think I'm going to get a much nicer, neater result if I do it that way. So wish me luck. Oh my goodness, I'm nearly done. It needs press studs and I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do those because I am a bit tired now and I don't want to mess that bit up, and that is the most terrifying piece because you have to make holes in your beautiful, beautiful coat, and if it all goes horribly wrong then there's not a lot you can do about it. I have a coat and it kind of looks like I wanted it to, so that's pretty cool. I did change the drawstring cord, but I think I should have raised it up a little bit more, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about that now. There's far too much top stitching and stuff in place for me to even think about taking that off. I love it and it's really warm and the insides look amazing. In fact, I will show you the insides. Oh, and Mum is ever so nearly finished with James's shirt. Just needs buttons and buttonholes, and that is an awesome shirt. Very awesome. I am jealous. So here's a look at the inside of my coat, and we just marvel at the masterpiece that is Mum's quilting. And then also, not that you're ever really going to see it, but look at the inside of those arms. So I bound the armholes with bias binding because that is, like I said a little bit earlier, that's the way that the pattern suggests you do it when it's unlined, and I basically treated the sleeves as if they were unlined. I've added in one of my labels from the Dutch label shop, and I know they're big and I did order them big to show off my logo and with the intention of them being in things like coats and stuff, because I don't think I would want them in the back of tops and dresses because, as a lot of you mentioned, they can get quite itchy. Coat hanger, which I didn't put in my menorah and regret. So, and then the inside of the lining, the hood. I definitely don't think this is perfect. I think I have managed to, even though I was following the updated instructions, I think I've managed to make it so that this, when it closes, will mean that the press studs on this side are not quite in the right place. But I think I'm going to be able to fudge it a little bit, and I think I'll get away with it. Fingers crossed I will. But I really like it, and this is the hardware kit that I got from Closet Case Patterns, which came with these little doodads and the cord and these doodads and the grommets and the zip, and then I've shown you the press studs, haven't I? So yeah. Oh, that was the other thing I did. I lined the pockets. So that's the back of the press stud, and fingers crossed that I have reinforced it, but lots of people were mentioning that it does tend to scratch their hands when they put their hands in the pocket, so I wanted to avoid that. So I've lined mine with, it was an experiment and it kind of worked. I'm really, really pleased. Now, like I say, all it needs is press studs. So I was kind of on a bit of a roll today. It's nearly 10:30 at night, but I decided that I was going to start sewing my Victory Patterns Jackie dress, and turns out I finished it as well. It did take me about 5 hours, I think yeah, about 5 hours. I think it's really pretty. I mean, it's a very busy print, but I like it. I like it. And I have done something different with the back. So I did something different with the back facing, and rather than just put the facing in, I've actually made the facing panels exactly the same width as these back panels and then sewn them down at this seam here. And I think the back on this one is actually the best one that I've done and my favourite, so I'm going to continue to do that in the future. We are going out for a meal for Christmas dinner for the book club tomorrow evening. Now, I haven't been a member of the book club or read any of the books for well over a year, but they do still invite me to their Christmas dinners, so that's very nice of them. Thought I could wear this because it's fairly dressy, but for a stretchy dress it's going to be comfortable. Let me know what you think. I bought 5 meters of this velvet, so I have enough left to make kind of a bodycon dress, which I'm thinking would look really nice. The only thing is that the sleeves are quite loose on this down at the bottom, and I've actually sewn this up with a greater seam allowance at the side seams than the pattern actually asks you to do. But, and the same with the sleeves. But I think the sleeves could possibly just be a little bit tighter around the bottom of the arms, but then I don't know. They're not on any of my other ones, but my other ones are made with heavier pontes, whereas this is a fairly lightweight velvet, stretch velvet. And it's from the Textile Centre, by the way. I don't think they have any more of this one, but they do have some very pretty ones in at the moment, so I will link those in the description bar down below. I have some brown knee-high boots that I probably would wear it with as well, which I think would look really funky. What do you think? I thought I'd show you quickly what I was talking about with the facings. So this is my most successful one previously, and this is the facings as the pattern's drafted. So as you can see, it's just held under tension by this waist seam here, whereas what I've done, and I found that it kind of buckles and rolls. So what I did was I retraced the back outer panel piece and then just added on the facing bit at the top here, which get it to lie flat. So yeah, just added on this piece here, and then I have literally stitched this facing onto the princess seam that is the side panel that attaches to the back, and that just means that it's under tension here as well as down here, which, as you can see from me showing you earlier, actually makes everything sit a lot flatter. So I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased with that, and I shall be using this going forward because I now have 3 of these dresses and I'm allowed 5 according to my own rules. So it has been a very productive day, but it is very late. I've just looked, it's actually 11 o'clock. I was watching The Marvellous Mrs. Maisel season 2. If you guys haven't seen that on Amazon, it is amazing, and the costumes in that as well are just out of this world, and it's made me realise that I need the new Deer and Doe opium coat pattern. I didn't buy it when I bought some other patterns from them recently in the Black Friday sale, and I'm kicking myself because yeah, I need that. But anyway, it's been a long day, so I'm going to say goodnight now because I still have to get this edited. You will have noticed that today's video went up quite late in the schedule for me. It went up at about 9 o'clock this morning. Usually I try and get them up about 1. Well, I finish editing them and I schedule them for 1 AM. But today's video was very long, and it took 5 hours to upload overnight, so who knows what time you're going to be seeing this, but fingers crossed it will be more towards the normal time, because I know some of you guys over in the States like to watch it when you get home and things. So I'm going to say goodnight, I'm going to get this edited, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.